This GDA2 After Action Report is brought to you by Battlefield Accessories. Hey guys, welcome back to Check Your Leader TV. It's Scott here, and today we're going to be continuing with our 1813 The Battles for Germany campaign, and we're now up to scenario 5, and we'll be playing the Battle of Mockern. I've already released one video called Mockern the Preliminaries. There'll be a link in the description below. If you go there, you can see me talking about the orders of battle for both sides, discussing the terrain that we're going to be fighting over, and also where I present my plan of attack. You might find that useful going forward. It'll give a bit of context and a bit of background to what's going on in this battle. So I recommend you have a look at that. Without further ado, however, we're going to dive straight in now. It's October 1813, part of the larger Battle of Nations, the Battle of Leipzig, and we're zeroing in into the sector around the village of Mockern. I'll be attacking as the Prussians, David will be defending as the French, so let's get straight into it. All right, so I was not successful in any of my scouting. I had 4 scout attempts and failed them all, and so completely deployed blind as per my map thing. So there's my 1st Brigade, 2nd Brigade, 4th Brigade, and everybody else is either marching to the battlefield or held in reserve. Now the French, their 1st Brigade, that's your 1st Brigade there? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and we've got a band. Where's the band? Yeah. Dave's brought a band, so once per game, the band will strike up. They get 1 strike up per game, and they get to re-roll their initiative dice, because if you're going to bring a band, you deserve to get something out of it. And so, should have brought 2. Yeah, should have brought 2 bands. I don't have a band. Oh, the Prussians don't have a band. So, 1st Brigade, 2nd Brigade is there, and that's just the 3 battalions, and they have a bold commander, yeah? Yeah. 3rd Brigade's here, and then the 4th is garrisoning and out the back there, and the cavalry are in the rear with the gear. And that's it. We both rolled for brigade commanders. We both got 1 bold, and we've also both got 1 poor.
I rolled once again.
Yeah, double 1. I rolled double 1 and double 2, but I did roll a 6, so that's good. You can only ever have 1 bold. You can only have 1 poor. So my bold brigade commander is Horn, and my poor brigade commander is Rummel. And then, actually, not Rummel. It's going to be my cavalry commander. He'll be Paul. Okay, and then for the French, their bold brigade commander is Commander 2nd Brigade, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bold in the centre.
Yeah, and the poor brigade commander's in the VUA, where he's obviously sitting around and eating baguettes and whatnot. So turn 1, we roll for ADC availability. We both got 5. And I've got a grand total of 2 of them.
I've got 3.
All right. So 2 AD camps versus 3. I'm the attacker. So I guess I'll put mine first down. So I've got 2. And what I'm going to go with is I'm going to give a re-roll to this guy here and a re-roll to this guy here, and hope for the best for the 4th Brigade. Jeez. Now you've got, how many you got? You got 3.
I'm going for a re-roll there.
Yep.
And an artillery assault with my bold brigade.
That's right. Good call.
With the big 12.
Yeah, all right. So, my 12 pounders are allocated to the 4th Brigade. All right. So I'll roll for these guys here with a re-roll. Yeah, he's good. This guy here with a re-roll. With a re-roll.
Welcome to my world.
1 hesitant, and then this guy's got nothing going for him. Right, he's hesitant. All right, so I've got 2 hesitant brigades, so I'm rolling 4 dice. Over to you. See how many you got.
See,
Cavalry. They're good.
Up here, this one, which has got a re-roll.
Yeah.
Good. The bold commander in the centre.
Good.
Left wing. Good.
Good. And the guys next to UA.
Good.
Good. All right, so I'm rolling 4, taking the lower 2. You've got 2.
Oh, I picked up 3.
Okay, I've rolled 5.
I've rolled 5.
That's a tie. French win ties. you have the initiative.
I completely forgot. I am the attacker, so for the first turn I have battle orders. So one of those brigades that was hesitant, I could have automatically removed the hesitant marker. And furthermore, 1813 Prussians, the French don't automatically win ties against 1813 Prussians. It's the side that had the initiative in the last turn that wins the ties, and in a case where that's not the case, you simply dice off.
All right, so any charge decks?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, neither do I.
And I'm not really moving.
So we'll do my movement and we'll come back. Turn one. That was my only movement there, except for the skirmish screens. They've gone forward, firing 2 hits on my 12 pounders from the French 12 pounders, and also 1 hit on the skirmish line from that 6 pounder battery there. And that is all she wrote for my guys. And for so that's turn 1 over and done with. Turn 2. So now we're rolling for. Okay,
3 again.
You got 3 again, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I got 5 this time. Sweet. Okay. So allocating all 5 AD camps. Well, I'll take away all the hesitant markers. So he's going to have. I'm going to give him 1.
Well, it's 1 for everybody.
1. That's easy done. And then I've got 2 left, which I think I'll go with artillery assault now as well. So that's it.
Yeah. You roll
So
first.
I'll go first. Now, where have you allocated your guys?
1 there for a re-roll.
Yeah.
2 there
Yeah.
for artillery assault.
So with that, he's bold.
He's bold.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
why I did it.
All right. So this guy here, just a re-roll for that guy. 5, he's good. Re-roll for this guy. 4, he's good. And a re-roll with artillery assault for him, and he's good. So I'm all good.
Cavalry.
Oh, hesitant.
Good.
Good. The
Ball
ball
guy.
chat.
Good. Left hand.
Ooh.
Re-roll.
Oh, hesitant. So you got 2 hesitant, and then the guys in the BUA. So now the situation is flipped on its head. Now you're rolling 4 and I'm rolling 2. All right. So you've got 2 hesitant and I've got none.
I've got 3.
You got 3 and I am 5.
Not much better.
Not much better, but it's enough. On the line is in. All right. So charge decks. I've got none. Have you got any? No. Who would have thought? All right. We'll get on with it. Turn 3 now. We're starting with turn 3 now. At the turn 2, all that really happened there was these guys advanced. Skirmish lines closed. Shot at each other. Their character got 2 hits and 1 hit. I got 2 hits and 1 hit. My battery here did 2 hits on them, but this battery, which one was it that shot them up? That one, that's right. Yeah, the other 12 pounders. They did 4 casualties on them here. So this battery is now worn. I have to use a case on there. So that's all she wrote there. Now we just go move on to turn 3. Roll for our ADCs. I've got 5 and you've got 5.
And I've got all 5.
You've got all 5 and I've got 4. I've got 5 as well.
No.
Oh yeah, that's right, there's a 2 there. So I've got 4. All right, well, I'm going to have to break out a case on. Come over here, chaps. So we'll do that. That'll take him down to 4 hits. Oh, well, I'm going to see if he passes first. But anyway, so I'm not going to give him artillery assault. I'm just going to give him a re-roll. And then what I'm going to do with my other 2 is I'm going to give him a tasking and a second tasking. And then I'm going to give this guy a tasking.
No, you're going to go for forwards, aren't you?
Oh, I might. So he's got 2. He's got 1. He's got none. So it's 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2.
No, that's 1, 2.
1, 2. That's right.
3.
3, 4.
Right.
And he's got none. 4. I'll give him a re-roll.
All right. I roll first because you won the
Actually, no, I
initiative.
won't. He'll get none. He'll get none.
All right.
So 2 here and 2 here.
The cavalry,
Yeah, cavalry, they're good. I'm not hesitant anymore.
the infantry,
Yeah. They're good.
good.
The bold guy.
They're
He's
good.
good.
You didn't have one?
Yeah, guys were here that with the peasant last time.
They're good.
Oh, yeah.
And the village.
Yeah.
They're good.
Good. All right. So I'll go with my first brigade. No re-roll. He's good. He's got a re-roll and skirmish. He's good. He's got a re-roll and skirmish. And he's good.
So we're all both rolling on 2 dice.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're both just 2 dice and you win twice. 7. 5.
Me first.
Yeah. All right. Oh, and I've allocated a case on here. I'm going to take that back down to 4.
Okay. All right. There are no charges to declare.
No charges from me either. Just normal movement, and you get to go first. There's some Marines. They're not guard Marines. They just look very guard-like, but they're not.
They're very guardy, but they're not guards.
Yeah. We're now at the start of turn 4, but before we go there, what happened in turn 3? Skirmish fire here, with a skirmish tasking, they've removed the base. These guys here, skirmish tasking, got 3 hits, took a base off here, put another hit on these guys. They did this, they passed. Then the artillery fire, batteries back up to 6 casualties from combined fire from these guys here. But this battery on the hill fired, rolled a 12. Put 2 hits on these guys, and then got a bounce because I was able to roll on a Destiny table and got a single hit on those guys, which is pretty piss poor for a Destiny roll, but I'll take it. And then that's it. So now we're rolling for our ADCs again. I got 5, and I've got all 5,
And I've got 3 again.
and yeah, and I got 5. All right, so what am I going to go with? I've got 5. I think I might have to commit another case on. Bring up another case on.
The last one lost the wheel.
Yeah. So they need a pass for it to come into effect, but there it is. All right, you had you had the initiative last turn, didn't you?
Yes.
All right, so I'll wait for you to finish allocating your 3. You got 1 there, and then where do you put your other chaps?
Artillery assault.
Okay, artillery shot with the bolt. All right, so I'll go with my guys because I didn't have the initiative. This guy has just 1. He's just got a reroll, which he needs, and he passes. This guy here has got a reroll and skirmish. He's got it, and this guy's got reroll and skirmish, and a reroll, and he passes. All right, so all my guys have passed. All right, now for the dastardly French. Roll for your
You roll
brigades.
for yours?
Yeah, I've done that. Everyone passed.
That'll be right.
Okay,
Cavalry.
Cavalry failed, so they're hesitant.
Infantry here.
Yeah. Oh, almost off the table. Oh, they've got hesitant too. All right, the bold guy. He's good. He never fails. Yeah.
Another village.
Okay,
Good.
so you got 2 hesitant.
I'm rolling.
So you're rolling 4 and I'm rolling 2
The
again.
chances of getting the initiative are fairly remote.
6. That's not a bad roll.
Not
But
as good as
10's better. So I have the initiative.
Here we go.
All right. Any charge declarations?
No.
No, and I don't have any either.
Oh, there isn't there, is it?
So, well, that was a dramatic turn. So, the shooting from this battery here under artillery assault caused 4 casualties, which blew away the battery because they were at 6. So they went down to 4, went to 10, and batteries dispersed at 10. So this brigade's now faltering. Other than that, in the skirmishing here, this battery fired and took away 2 skirmish bases as well. And that's pretty much all that happened. And in my movement phase, these guys just sidestepped to open up a bit more of a channel for these guys to shoot. So now we're rolling for ADCs. I have 5.
I have 5. And
Okay.
I've got all 5.
And I've got 3, which is enough. It's what I want. Three's good. All right. So now we allocate our ADCs and we carry on from there. Now I had the initiative last turn, didn't I?
Yeah, but I don't know. I allocate after.
So you allocate first.
But I can't allocate without the case on. Alright, 1. 2.
Now my decision is, do I use one of my CNC commands to automatically pass, or do
When do I
risk it?
allocate my caissons? Before I put down ADCs or after?
At the same time? Do it simultaneously. You do it before you roll for to see if you're successful or not. It just means if you're not successful, the caisson won't be able to be used because it hasn't. But if he's bold, then you're fine.
That's 1, 2.
Oh, that's right. He's got 6 on him, hasn't he? He's got 4. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to go for a redeploy. That'd bloody get me caught out in the middle of nowhere and shot to pieces with these reserves coming on. 3, 4. That takes it down 2, so I can't. Caisson can't be used for 2 tasks at once, can it?
No, you can't have 2 caissons on one battery. You can have 1 caisson to one battery, 1 caisson to another, but you can't have caissons galore or anything crazy like that. All right. Now for me, I have a conundrum. I have 3 ADCs, but I automatically lose 1.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on. That's for those. Yeah, there. That's it. I put 1 too many out.
So what are your taskings? Oh, well, you're allocating 1 to.
1 for a reroll.
I didn't have to tell me what they are, but you just you
right.
got 1 there.
1 for over there.
Yeah.
2 for the artillery assault with a caisson. No reroll, no reroll.
Right. Okay. So what am I going to do? I've got 3, but I automatically lose 1 because of this guy, so I'm down to 2. So with my 2, I can either go chief of staff, not chief of staff. I could go chief of staff, and that would give me more ADCs, which would give me a reroll there. Or I could go, I'll spend 2 and just automatically pass, and then trust the rest to the gods.
It's not automatic. You still have to reroll. You have to
No. If you use stand with me, you automatically roll. Yeah. So that's the decision. Let's have some cake. This intermission break is brought to you by Battlefield Accessories. And just like this delicious cake, their tabletop ready terrain, their bases, and their playing aids are oh so tasty. Battlefield Accessories. Everything to make your gaming experience that much better. Yeah, because I rolled 10.
Yeah.
You rolled 5.
Yep, he's fine.
Yeah.
In the centre. No,
Hesitant.
a reroll.
Hesitant. All right.
Good job I didn't waste my time with a artillery assault there.
You haven't lost the caisson, it's just not you can't use it, that's all. So it just goes back to the rear. The bold guy. He's good, he's always good. Okay, the guy right here, he's fine. And the villagers, hesitant.
It's the first one they
Okay.
failed. Alright, so I've got 2 hesitant.
2 hesitant brigades, okay. The faltering brigade, okay, with a reroll. 5, he's rallied. Alright, thank goodness for that. So he goes hesitant.
Hesitant, right.
Okay. This guy here, he's got 1 tasking and it's skirmish.
So no reroll.
So he's gone hesitant. So it's
no
another
rolls the
hesitant
same as
brigade.
me.
Yep, so far so good. And then this guy over here, he's got nothing going for him. Oh, and he's hesitant.
That's like the bloke who jumped off the Empire State Building.
Yes.
So
So I'm rolling
5 dice.
5 dice. You're rolling 4.
I've got 4.
4. And I've got...
Unless I choose to strike up the band.
Yes.
No, you got snake eyes.
I've got snake eyes. All right, so you have the initiative.
I have the initiative.
Any charge declarations?
No.
And neither do I, funnily enough. So movement, you go first. Oh, those guys are hesitant, aren't they? Yeah, back they go. Maybe not, boss.
You're all... Oh no, in light skirmishers can move anyway, can't they?
Come again?
Skirmishers can move anyway, can't they?
Yeah, skirmishers when they're hesitant can still move regardless.
Really no sense in pulling them back. I'll go for a long range shot there. They've got to stay within 18 inches. So as long as they're under the hill, I can fire long range over the top of them. So they can go as far as there. It should put them within shooting range. So I can go as far as there because
As long as they're wholly within 18 inches of the nearest close order unit of their brigade.
Should be, because that's why I meant to come to the outside edge. Yes, that's 17 inches. Okie dokie, that's it.
All right. That's all your movement?
That's all my
Alright, my movement. Right.
Fall back! Run away! Run away!
Just outside 12, so they can't be shot at.
Yeah. What happens if you use a small brigade to up your skirmishes? Does it disappear?
If you come again?
Like if I use the small regiment to increase the number of skirmishes.
It can. They have to be. They're reservists, so they can't. But if they were French line and they were line quality, they can reinforce the skirmish line. And so you can disperse a battalion, and depending on the size of the battalion, the quality of the battalion, and the training of the battalion, like if it's light infantry or line infantry, that determines how many extra skirmish bases you get to put into the line. Yeah. This battery's hesitant, isn't it?
Yeah,
So I don't have to worry about that. Alright, so I've got them out.
You can only fire at 36 inches. Is it 36 or
24.
24 short range?
Yeah, because they're 6-pounders.
Yeah, well, they won't be firing it in anything.
Yeah.
But they can't fire over there anyway.
Yeah.
I gave you a fucking re-roll, so you wouldn't do that!
Stupid order, you didn't fucking order, you fucking idiot.
Bloody
Idiots. Alright,
You're
okay.
for we'll bring back the guillotine.
Yeah, just for you. Alright, so that's all the movement done. And like I said at the start of turn 5.
Skirmish fire.
Yeah, skirmish weight, yeah.
There is
none, because my guys went, no, I think not.
Artillery
I
fire.
think not. Artillery fire, yeah, you go first.
Alright, firing artillery assault at the column.
Like these guys here.
Yeah.
Alright, no worries.
So it's 2 plus 3.
Yeah, and you're doing it because you've got a case on.
Edit that out.
Yeah. 6 is 1 hit, which is, it's,
So it's two hits.
2 hits all up.
Because I got 1 on the... Yeah. This sounds like my typical dice rolling, but never mind.
Right, this guy here.
And the long range one will be inferior.
Yeah, and that's 1 case on used up.
Yep.
So you can take that one, because he's a civilian, he can go to the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Contemplate life in its all its glory. And these guys here, they're shooting at...
Probably the back column.
yeah.
Oh, actually, sorry, bounce. Oh no, they're not within bounce.
No, I'm staying outside bounce with the range.
Ooh,
10. 2
2
hits. So 2 hits on those chaps.
This battery's firing well.
They are. They're on. The battery's on fire.
I should have given them the artillery assault.
2 hits on them. All right, and that's my batteries now. All right, this battery here on the one on the hill again. To blammy. 10. 2 hits.
Which one?
This one here, that one there. Oh, hang on, forget it. I'm hesitant.
Hesitant, you can only fire
can't shoot.
straight.
Oh man, that would
You
have
wasted
been
the
so
dice roll.
sweet.
It would have been.
That would have been so
I
good.
thought, I'm sure I'm safe here.
Yeah. That's it. That's all. That's the end of turn 5. Because we've got no
turn
volley
6.
fires. Turn 6, and this is where my reserves arrive. So it's now turn 6, which means Rummel's brigade arrives.
With the ninth Panzer Division.
Yeah, Rommel with the nice panthers. I wish it was Rommel. It's just Rommel. So I've got 6 ADCs.
In that case, he comes with a 4.5 Panzer Division.
Oh, what have I got? 1, 2. I've got 5. I've got 5 ADCs. And you've got?
Well, I didn't roll enough.
Yeah, I haven't rolled enough dice. All right, so
3,
4, because it was double 6 there, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
So you've got 4. You've got 4, and I've got 5. All right.
Yeah, unless I want to use my re-roll and end up with the potential of having...
Yeah, you can strike up your band, but it means you have
for
to...
initiative.
Oh, that's right, it's for initiative, yeah. You could use your chief of staff which costs you no ADCs, which means that would give you
2 re-rolls. I've got 4. That
you
would
get
give
2
me
back
6.
straight away. You get 2 back straight away. So you go 4 to 6,
Yeah,
and then you re-roll the 2 that you missed. You could possibly go up to 8.
What are we going to do with ADCs apart from a lot of artillery assaults?
Yeah.
Although the artillery assaults for anybody but those bloody 6-pounders over there have been a waste of time.
Yeah.
Mind you. Nah, I'll just go with the 3 I've got.
Okay, so you got 4. You got 4, and I've got
4 I've got, sorry.
And I've allocated my ADCs. I've given 1 here. Sorry, I haven't given anything here. I've given 3 here and 2 there, and everyone else can please themselves. So that's my 5 ADCs.
I've got 1, 2. Oh, I gave him an ADC. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't need one because he's bold.
So he's got.
He's got 1.
The cavalry's got 1.
He's got 1. He's bold.
Yeah.
He's got 1, and the troops and the burley's got 1.
So everyone's got 1 each. All right. Okay. You had the initiative last turn, didn't you?
Yes. You got to roll first.
So this guy's got nothing going for him, and he's passed.
Of course he goes.
All right. This guy's got skirmish and artillery assault, and he's passed. So skirmish and artillery assault. That was brave of me, wasn't it? And this guy here has got a re-roll and skirmish.
No, it would have been brave of me.
And he's passed. And now Rummel's brigade has no re-rolls. Sorry.
Can it come on?
No, it can't come on. Because I didn't allocate
Unless you
anything.
don't want to allocate someone.
No. That's what it is.
Yep. Yep. Set this one. No.
Nope.
Re-roll. Yep.
Yep.
Well, thought about it.
Bold guy. He's good.
He hasn't failed yet, I don't think.
Oh, he's
Fail.
got bold.
Re-roll.
Fine.
Yeah.
And then village. Fail.
Re-roll.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So,
so with re-rolls twice.
yeah. So I'm rolling 3.
I'm rolling 2.
And you're rolling 2. Okay, I'm 5.
Might be time to strike up the band if I roll 4.
Yeah.
I'll roll
5. Tied. But you're French, so you break ties. You win tie breaks. All right. Charge declarations. Do you have any?
No.
Well, neither do I, funnily enough. Movement. Turn 6 movement. Now, we made a slight amendment here because we concluded that I, as a campaigner, I could keep 2 brigades off table, but I couldn't keep 3 of them. And because Rummel's brigade was arriving, we thought it was only appropriate that we actually had to give him at least an attempt to come on. So we took the skirmish task, the re-roll task away from my brigade that was on the right, which is my 4th brigade. We took that away and we gave it to Rummel, and we just then re-rolled again for both Rummel's brigade and the 4th brigade with the skirmish task, but now re-roll. We rolled them and they both passed, so they actually did come on. But I still rolled for initiative as if I had a hesitant brigade. So that's how we sorted that out. We thought we had to, we had to at least, or I had to at least attempt to bring the brigade on if I had an ADC to do so. Okay, so another dramatic turn. Okay, so Rummel's brigade in the manoeuvre phase came to here. With my skirmish tasking, I broke up the Fusiliers here and fed them into the skirmish line. And other than that, there was the only shooting that was happening was artillery. The battery over here, again, shot really well. These guys are now on 5 casualties. These guys are on 2. And by contrast, my battery here fired. I got a 10 and then I got an 11. And we blew away the Italian battery. So now, same thing that happened to me in turn, I think it was turn 4, is happening to Dave in turn 6. He's had a battery blown away, and as a consequence now, is that the 1st brigade? That is the 1st brigade, is now faltering because their battery just evaporated. So, we now have, you're rolling 5, I'm rolling 6, because I've got 6 AD camps because of Rummel's arrival. You've got 4. 4. Now, you lose 1 automatically because of the falter.
Depends what I allocate.
Oh, no. Automatically, one goes to the divisional commander because
What
you're
if I just stand with me?
Oh yeah, you could use 2, yeah, and go. I'm going to stand with me. So there's that. So you got 4 at the moment. Oh, sorry, no, it's the same predicament I had. I had 3. I automatically lose 1, which left me 2, which I could have used for stand with me. So as the move a brigade falters, you lose 1. So that takes you down to. You had 4, didn't you?
Yep.
So you're down to 3, and you could use 2 of them to go stand with me, and that leaves you 1 elsewhere. Because you haven't used chiefs for staff or anything else like that. Anyway, I'm going to roll my 6, see what I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, doubles 5. So I've got 5.
I didn't even check see if I rolled level 6.
But I did, and you didn't. So
I didn't.
I keep an eye on them for you.
Good. You're a good lad.
I'm tracking.
You're not true what everybody says.
No, it's not. It's all a lie. It's like
It's a litany of lies.
It's a lie, I tell you. It's a lie. I'm not that fond of goats. You kiss one sheep.
You root one goat.
Yeah, and then
Forevermore, you know.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well,
I've gone with stand with me for a simple reason. I don't trust my dice rolling. Plus,
Fair.
I get a casualty back.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah.
And I obey orders.
Yeah. All right. So just flip that to hesitant now.
No, it's obey orders. It's not hesitant.
Oh, okay.
It's
Obey orders. Oh, sweet. Even
That's
better.
why you pay the 2. That's why you pay the big bucks.
That's like paying the big dollars there. All right. And then you've that leaves you 1 ADC left, which you're allocating to those chaps over there.
Right.
All right. Now
And
mine,
you roll.
I've got 5. I've got to allocate my guys first. I've got 5. So I'm going to go. Now they're all behind the ridge now. Those chaps, aren't they? All right. So with that in mind, with 5 dice,
Oh, hang on. Take that one off.
I'm going to go. What have we got here? We've got Cavalry behind that ridge. Don't trust those guys. So I'm going to add 1 to reserves, and that leaves me 4. So 1's going to go to the reserve task, and then it leaves me 4, and so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the best way to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for them, 1 for Rommel, 2 for here, and 1 is allocated to. It could be reserves, it could be scouts. What could it be? All right, so that's me. So you had the initiative last turn, so I have to dice. Okay, so these guys here, Steinmetz Brigade, nothing as usual. Steinmetz has gone hesitant.
Yep.
Stupid Steinmetz. Okay, so that's a hesitant brigade. This guy has 2. He's got a reroll and skirmish. He's fine. He's got skirmish. And he's got it. And he's got skirmish. Or should I do reroll? A reroll. Sorry. That's good. And then this other one is reserves. And they're not coming on. So that's another hesitant brigade.
The cavalry.
Oh, hesitant.
The infantry.
They're fine.
Cavalry spends most of the bloody game hesitant.
Mm-hmm.
The centre, bold.
Good.
Cavalry infantry over there.
Yeah,
fine.
and then the guy
village.
that's hesitant. So you got 2 hesitant. I've got 2 hesitant. We're both rolling 4.
That was the cavalry. So I've got 3.
And I've got. Oh, my lowest 2 is 6. I have the initiative. Yay! Yay! So turn 7, and the Prussians have the initiative. Okay, charge decks. Do you have any?
No.
Neither do I. All right, so that just takes us to movement. All right, so turn 7's done, and what happened? I've moved up. I moved up here, except for the hesitant brigade. They didn't move up. Shooting. Well, the only thing that was really worth talking about is my skirmish line came forward. Dave's skirmish line went back. They shot at me, got 1 hit. I shot at them, got no hits. And again, the artillery fired. These guys have brought them up to 8 casualties. This battery over there fired and just did themselves mischief. And so we're now at the start of turn 8. We're rolling for ADCs.
Hang on. 10 should have been a DT on them, shouldn't it?
Oh, of course. Let's do the DT and let's see what happens. 6. They go unformed. That's all right. It's probably a good thing because they're not going forward anyway. All right. Okay, so now I'm rolling for my 6 AD camps.
Hang on, I've got. That should have gone
1,
down to
2,
1.
3, 4. I've got 4.
Jeez.
You've got 2. I've got 4. Now you can always go cheaper staff.
I know, but I think I can live with 2 ADCs as turn.
2 sufficient. Now I've got 4. All right. I had the initiative last turn, so that means you allocate your chaps first.
I've done it.
So where have you gone? You've given 1 to there
And 1 to there. And the
Okay,
ball guy.
yeah, and the ball guy doesn't need one. So it's, well, the infantry grade's in the centre. Oh, hang on, I'll allocate mine first. I like that mine. So
You
I've got
passed
4.
for a change.
Okay, so I've got with my 4 reserve tasking.
With a reroll.
No, just a reserve tasking there. And then I'm going to go 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here.
So who's not got the roll?
Steinmetz. Steinmetz doesn't have the roll. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, and there's 1 there.
This is turn
8.
Okay.
All right, so cavalry.
Through again. He passed the first time, blew it the second time.
Okay, infantry on the hill. They're going to re-roll.
Yeah, fine anyway.
Yeah.
Bold guy.
He's passed,
fine.
and now this guy over here with a re-roll. Oh, he's got a re-roll. He's fine, and then the guy in the village without anything hesitant. So you got 2 hesitant. I got this guy with nothing. He's fine.
I should just leave.
Re-roll here. He's good. Re-roll here. Re-roll here. Oh, okay, so Rommel has gone hesitant. Re-roll for these guys. He's fine. And then the reserve, which is my cavalry brigade. Oh, hesitant
So you've
again.
got 2 hesitants and I've got 2 hesitants.
That's right. So I'm rolling 4. You're rolling 4. 7. That's not bad. Oh, yeah. Cats. I got 3. So turn 8, and the French have
The initiative.
Charge decks.
No.
The
only ones would be the cavalry.
I've got no charge. Movement. All right. What shall I go with?
Well, I've got first move.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, you do your moves, and I'll do mine. So at the end of turn 8. So we're now at turn 9. So turn 8 ends, and what also happened was skirmish screen came up. They did some damage to the battery. These skirmishers didn't do anything, but the battery removed the base from those guys, and those guys took another hit. Just general advance. My batteries are limited up. The French are rock solid behind the ridge, and now we're rolling for turn 9, and we're rolling for ADCs. 3. You've got 3 exactly. No double 6s. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I've got a double 6. So I've got a full complement. 6 versus 3, was it?
I'm using the ADC tasking.
Chief of staff.
Chief of
All
staff.
right, so you've got
so
one
I get,
CNC
I'm
task
gonna
list.
get another 2.
Yep.
And I re-roll these 2.
Yeah.
And
got
I
another
get
one.
an extra 1.
So you got the 6 as well.
Yes.
So we've both got 6 ADCs. I've given 3 to this chap, 2 to that chap, and 1 to reserve. All right. Who had the initiative last turn? I did I? No, you did. So I go first. Okay. Steinmetz. He's fine.
No, you did because you moved your skirmishers up and I moved back.
Okay. Well, I'll go. I'll start rolling.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference. Steinmetz is. He's got a reroll and skirmish. And he's fine. He's got a reroll and skirmish and skirmish. He's fine. He's got nothing. He's fine. And the reserve.
This will be a fail.
Oh, he's fine. Good. All right. Good. Someone reserves coming.
What's me watch two?
Okay, so Cavalry, what's he got?
6. He's got re-roll, glory, and forwards.
Okay, reroll glory and forwards. Okay, cool. So the Cavalry's obviously want to do a charge or something. All right. These guys, what do they got?
A re-roll.
Yeah.
So they're fine.
Yeah.
And they've got a skirmish on that one.
So what's he got? What's he got?
He's got none.
Nothing. He's just been. Oh, but he's got a reroll because he's bold. Oh,
Say.
the bold guy's finally gone hesitant. He's finally failed. Oh, so what's this guy? He's got
A re-roll. Nothing.
nothing, and then the guy in the DBA, he's hesitant.
So I've got 2 hesitant.
You've got 2 hesitant, and I've got no hesitant. All right, so I'm just rolling 2 dice. You're 4.
4.
And I'm 11. Oh, geez, so close. 11. All right.
I dream of rolling an 11.
All right. Well, you can always strike up the band.
That what good it is with the...
When I've rolled an 11, I wouldn't strike up the band. The band's there on now. You keep looking at the CO. Do I? All right.
No,
Charge
every
decks.
time I've got all the ADCs, I've actually won the initiative, so I don't need to re-roll it.
Yeah.
That's why I suggested how about any one dice roll.
Okay, so obviously you've got a charge deck.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Cavalry are going to charge those diamonds.
Well, they're going to go through those, but they're...
Yeah, well, they automatically will go back. You roll a CD at them, and that'll be that. But first things first. So you move your horses up. We'll see how far they go first, because it's 2d6 plus 2 with the forwards.
Glory, they go up 1.
I know it's to see how far they go first.
Yeah, I know. Cavalry charge adds 3 inches, so their normal charge is 12.
Yeah.
So that takes them up
I
to
know.
15.
Actually, so just roll 2d6 plus 6. I'm pretty sure you'll make it, because you've got to be 15 plus 9 plus 6. So 15 plus 6 is 30. I think you're going to make it somehow.
Well, I can only hit 1 unit, can't I?
Yeah, you just...
Yeah, I'll hit the left-hand unit.
Yeah, this one here?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, your left, yes.
Yeah.
Oof, they only just make it.
Well, only enough, that's enough. Now, you roll 1 CD at these chaps.
I thought they had to evade.
They do.
How
But-
far?
They go back a full,
well, they've taken a
18
hit
inches.
anyway.
But they take a hit on them, so that's the main thing. So, and then I just go...
The glory adds a C and C to this one, doesn't it?
No, that's post of honour. It's the brigade commanders going with them. So they stop.
That's what I meant. The brigade commander.
Yeah. So you stop at 3 inches. Because I got to react to you. So I've got to see if I form square.
All right, off you go.
All right. Actually, I can. Yeah. Brian, I'm columns. So anyway, so I have to do a discipline test. There's no pluses, no minus, because I'm in column.
If you pass the test, you...
I form square. 7.
I saw the 6.
Yes. Okay.
They're not reservists or anything like that?
Promoted if I'm in column. Is it? Yeah. Recruit reserves in column. Yeah. So I go from normal reservist would require an 8, but because I promote to the line, I get passed on a 7. So yeah. Achtung, mein Gott, here they come.
Well, I'll basically just take 1 CD and bounce, because I think that's all that's going to happen, isn't it?
You might do better. Like anything is, it's like we don't know. So we can't shoot at you.
We do the melee now or in the melee time?
In the melee phase. So, but we do the charge phase. So now it's just a straight charge. You're rolling 2 dice with 1 re-roll. I'm rolling 2 dice with 2 re-rolls.
A general doesn't add anything.
No.
Hang on,
Glory adds in the combat.
Promoted 1 troop gauge for TDs, plus 1 CD to lead charge unit in combat.
Yeah, but we're not in the combat phase. We're in the charge phase. So if you look at the charges, so you roll 2 dice.
7.
Now you got to re-roll though. You've got a 6 there. All right. Okay, so you're 10. Okay, so that's not bad. Now
I've got 2 re-rolls.
Yeah. So we've got a roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to re-roll the 1, obviously. 5, and then I'm going to re-roll the 2, obviously. So I'm 7 to your
10.
10.
Oh,
You're
one
beat
by
by 3. Now in a charge, you have to win by 6 to break me. So it's a +3 to you.
So the French cavalry have won by a difference of 3. So we consult the 5-3 chart. Cavalry versus infantry. If versus square, cavalry withdraw 1 CD, square stands 1 CD. So with the charge resolved, we moved on to the movement phase. So in my movement phase, the first skirmish task I did is the Fusilier Brigade battalion that was here, I dispersed into the brigade skirmish line, and so they've gone here. So that was my first skirmish task. The second skirmish task is obviously going to give them to shoot. So that's why they had a re-roll skirmish. So first skirmish task, Fusiliers into the brigade skirmish line. I then also moved up. My 2 limbered batteries have advanced. That's pretty much all I did for movement. Just a bit of pushing forward with my skirmish screen. David, he did an emergency withdrawal with his battery that was here because they're pretty shot up. They're on 6 casualties, and they've pulled back all the way back yonder. These guys here, because they heard that I had cavalry coming on, they've formed square. Or they suspect that I had cavalry coming on, so they've formed square here, thinking that that reserve task is going to bring cavalry towards them here. And what they've done is they've formed square. What I did do is when I did bring my cavalry on, however, instead of going to the right, I've gone to the left. So they're coming on here now, and that's pretty much where we're at. As for the shooting phase of the game, there was some desultory fire amongst all the skirmishers. There really wasn't that much to go on about there, so I'll just skip over that for now. We're now at the situation, we're at the end of turn 9, at the beginning of turn 10, obviously. Command and control situation, the French, for their part, have used up both of their CNC commands. They've used one for a stand with me, and they used their other one with a chief of staff. The Prussians have not used any of their CNC tasks so far. Brigade by brigade, this French cavalry brigade has been repulsed from the charge. They're back here, unformed. Then we have the French 1st Brigade. They've lost their artillery battery, but they still have the small Joseph Napoleon, the 2 battalions of Marines, their Leger battalions. Then we have the small brigade of 3 Marine Infantry with their Bold Brigade commander. Their battery is back here, unformed, 6 casualties. There's the band. Then we have the veteran Marine Brigade. 2 of their battalions have formed square. 2 veteran in line, 1 veteran in square, 1 line in square. I think they're line. And then there's their 9-pounder battery. And then we have the brigade that consists of 2 Marine battalions and 2 reservist battalions. And they're in here. And that's the situation for the French. For the Prussians, we have Steinmetz Brigade here. They've seen off the cavalry charge. They're in pretty good shape. They have 1 hit on their brigade skirmish screen, and that's unformed. Other than that, they're solid, a battalion in square. Their battery has limbered up and is moving forward. Then we have the 2nd Brigade. They've thrown their Fusilier battalion into the brigade skirmish line, and they're up there doing their thing. Then we have the 4th Brigade, this brigade here. This line battalion is pretty shot up. The Fusilier battalion has been thrown into the brigade skirmish line. The Schutzen battalion is still up, and they're fine, and they've got a reserve battalion up here as well. The 6th Brigade, Rummel's Brigade, they've arrived, going forward, obviously completely undamaged. And the Cavalry Brigade has arrived, they're coming on here. And finally, we've got in reserve still, we still have Horn's Brigade, the Lieb Brigade, the Lieb Schutzen, and the 2 battalions of Lieb Foot Grenadiers, veterans. Where do I go from here? Well, looking at this from an eagle eye, I think it's pretty clear my original plan has not is not really coming to fruition. But the basic plan itself, I'm still going to persevere with it.
However, I'm going to adapt it slightly. I'm going to make some changes. And what will those changes be? The French have gone a lot broader across their deployment than I thought they would. I am surprised that everything was deployed on table. I thought Dave might keep some off table in reserve, particularly the cavalry. I'm of a view that unless the cavalry is on the table and actively doing something, the best thing you can do with it is actually keep it off the table. It's just an ADC sinkhole. You either have to allocate something to it to stop it from going hesitant, and if you don't, then there's a chance they'll go hesitant, which decreases your probability of gaining the initiative. The other thing, of course, is if it's not attacking, if it's just sitting, it's also a possibility that it's going to draw a lot of fire. Now, in this situation, clearly, because the French can deploy behind a ridge, they don't have to worry about that. They're nice and safe back there. No one can shoot at them. The other thing that I've noticed, and this is where I think my opportunity is the French brigades are somewhat thin insofar as there's not depth. There's not much depth to the position. So what does that mean for me? So here's my modified plan now. Always got to be prepared to adapt, modify, improvise, adapt, overcome. Steinmetz's brigade. They will continue with their original mission, which is to drive hard onto the French right flank and try to bully this French cavalry either into attacking them or redeploying somewhere. They're running out of places to go, so I'm going to put the pressure on them. The cavalry brigade are going to come up in support of Steinmetz and Mechelberg's brigades. The idea there being to force these French lines here into square. The threat of the cavalry hopefully will force them into square, whereupon Mechelberg's brigade can come up and then attack them whilst they're in squares. Infantry attacking squares is better than infantry attacking lines. Rummel's brigade will act as a reserve and a rally point. And finally, Katzler's brigade will also push and put pressure on this enemy here. Hopefully that will tempt the French veteran brigade to swing and provide support for the two French brigades, the 1st and 2nd infantry brigades that are on this high ground here. When that happens, that's when I will commit Horn's brigade from reserve with something like a forwards order, post of honor or something, and get them to drive in onto this brigade here. Combined, hopefully what I want to do is destroy the cavalry, these two brigades, and do some trick these two brigades here. At that point, my artillery will come up, deploy and start firing into the flank of the French. And hopefully that will work. That plan will work. Obviously, the French are going to have something to say about it. What they will do, well, that's up to Dave, obviously. But that's what I'm going to try and do going forward. So, that's where we're up to so far with the Battle of Mockern. That concludes part 1. We invite you back for part 2. That will be up shortly. Dave, for his part, hasn't had the atrocious luck that he normally has. I think it's fair to say we've both had our share of good and bad luck in this game thus far. What we've been seeing here is the use of a reverse slope defensive position. Makes things quite difficult for the attacker, but certainly not insurmountable. If you've got any comments that you would like to share with us, please do so in the comment section below. Tactical advice, any kind of rules error we might have made. I don't think we'll ever play a game where we'll get the rules correct every single time, but I think we do a pretty good job of the vast majority of the time we've got the rules correct. And there's always going to be just lapses, you miss things, etc. But I think we do a good job of being fairly consistent and making sure that the rules are adhered to. And I stress that from my perspective, that is important, because the last thing I want to do is give people the wrong impression in regards to these rules. GDA 2 a fantastic set of rules. I cannot speak more highly of them. But that's it for now, and we will. We invite you to come back shortly for part 2 and the conclusion of the Battle of Mockern, part of 1813, the battles for Germany. And we will see you on the next one. You McQuaid.